My name is Melissa Benson. I'm an artist for Sorcery Contested Realm. When I found out that I was able to get King Arthur for Sorcery, I was pumped. I was really pumped. I was really also very surprised because I had gotten the last things in a little late. And I asked Erik, do you have anything else? And he said, yeah, I'll send you the list. So he sends a list and King Arthur is on it. And I thought, this late in the game, nobody took King Arthur? How is that even possible? So I couldn't say yes fast enough to that. I just couldn't say yes fast enough to that. I was really pumped about it. I had a really good idea of how I wanted to do it, what I wanted in it. Yeah, I was really happy about that. The way I paint in oils with colored pencil because I'm not good enough to paint everything in oil, and I can't get the saturation that I like with just colored pencil. So I combine them both, and they have their own little quirks by themselves. And when you put them together, you don't just add quirks, you kind of let them grow exponentially. There's a lot of them. I used to work with dyes and colored pencils, and the quirks with those was even worse, unbelievably worse. I have a notebook back here somewhere that has the notes of this will work with this won't work with that, do this, don't do that, and the list of don't do this is a lot bigger than the list of yes, this will work. With this particular piece, I knew I wanted to do head-on, straightforward. I wanted a piece that was very in-your-face, very powerful. I wanted Arthur not as an old man. You see that way too often. I wanted to make sure that he was a man in his prime. I wanted to make sure he was a good-looking man. I wanted to make sure that everything about this piece said Arthur and that time. So Arthur is Welsh. So I have the Welsh dragon on his breastplate, and I have the little dragons over on the side. The crown is not exactly period, but it's pretty iconic, and a crown you can get away with an awful lot of your own take on things. Yeah, when I do my artwork for cards, in particular, I have a reducing glass that I use. I also use a magnifying glass, but the reducing glass lets me see how things are going to look, the size they're going to be printed. So these cards, all the cards, are pretty small, so you can't clutter it with a lot of stuff. So I leave an awful lot out, and the reducing glass helps me to decide what to leave out. And the more I've done this, I've done it for going on 30 years now or better, I've got a real good idea of what I have to leave out and what I should leave out, and what I can put in, or how I have to modify what I put in. So yeah, I know how they're going to look. I want them to be instantly recognizable. I never know if I've done that, but there's, I guess, something about my style. I personally, let me say this, I don't know what my style is. People say, how did you come up with your style? I just draw. I don't know what the style is. I don't see the style. But even in college, when I had to have somebody go fetch my artwork for me because I couldn't make it because of class, I said, well, you can't pick my stuff up because not all of it's signed. They said, don't worry about it. We know your stuff. I said, okay. And I figured, well, I'll just change it, put back the stuff that isn't mine afterward. No, they had everything. Everything that was mine was there. Nothing that was not mine was there. So there's got to be a style. Everybody can see it. Everybody but me. I can't see it. I don't know what it is. It's just the way I draw. I can't modify it. I can't change it. I can't improve upon it. It's just what it is. Working for Sorcery, working for Erik in particular, has been just wonderful. He's very easy to talk to. He gets across what he wants very well. He takes suggestions and he actually considers them, or at least he makes you believe he considers them, which is pretty much the same thing. Yeah, Erik it's really great working with him. And all the things that he needs for the game, I love to do. So I really like working with him. Would anybody be interested in these little these little things.
People are always interested in things.